Here's a quick tour of Nearpod. For logging in for the teachers, up in the top right hand corner, you can log in with your Google account or you can set up an account with Nearpod. Fast and easy. Down here at the bottom is where the students would enter the presentation code, and it takes them right into the presentation. Here's a quick teacher view of what the presentation looks like. Here is a question that is asked to the students. This question pops up on their iPad and they're able to respond. Here you can see the answers, yes, maybe, and I'm not sure. Up here you can see how your students' answers kind of in a pie graph or pie chart to kind of show you what they're thinking and saying. Down here shows you the slides that you can go to, and as you slide to the left, the next slide will appear for the student's view. This is a screenshot of a video that the students are watching on fractions. They're learning about numerators and denominators. There's a catchy little song that helps them remember some of the most important concepts. So the students are able to listen to it, and also there's some interactive things in the video. Here's a quick pic of the students working in small groups. In my class I only have 6 iPads, so I have 6 groups of tables. In this group, or in this class, I only had 5 groups today. They work together. Here they're solving one of the questions, answering it in Nearpod. As the students are answering here, you can see their correct responses. Correct responses are in green, incorrect responses are in red, and again up here in the chart kind of tells you how many we've got correct, incorrect, and how many have not been answered yet. And you can tell by table who's doing what. That way you can kind of focus your instruction on who may need the most help. Up here is the pin number, like I showed on the first screen, of what the students do log in with, and that gets them into the presentation. Here's another interactive slide that the students are using. You can see that they're able to pull up different colors to connect the fraction, the picture of the fraction with what it is, what it's broken into. Here's a couple of the students doing that now. Again, here you see students being engaged with Nearpod and working together to try to find out the correct solution to the answers. One of the great benefits of Nearpod is there is a lot of interaction. You can create your own Nearpod presentation, or there's a library out there with a lot of free ones or ones that can be purchased. This was one that was free that I did use in starting the basic, talking about basic fractions, in which we kind of went over just the nuts and bolts or the easy things about fractions to kind of ease them back in from what they learned in 4th grade about it. Again, Nearpod has a lot of interaction sites that you can, or activities that you can put in here. Here is one that the students did after you saw the last slide where the students were working on matching up the picture with the fraction size. This is what the teacher sees and is able to assess how the students are doing, if they're comprehending or not, if we need to spend more time on this. So another good activity to kind of get you to get an assessment of what the students are doing and if they are understanding. Again, students being engaged. Here they're having to cut a pie into 6ths, and you can see they're trying to figure out how do you cut this into equal pieces, 6 equal pieces. Again, when the students are done, this is the view, the teacher view of what I get to see, and I get to see each group what they did, how they did it. This group here, table 3, did not shade in 1/6. This group, table 2, did not shade in 1/6, but this group, table 4, did shade in 1/6. I'm also able to touch on one of the table's presentations and share with the other groups to show misconceptions or show right answers and talk about how they got to those answers, whether it's right or wrong. Again, after the students have completed this project, they send it to me, and as you can see, I can assess what they've done. Notice how they've tried to get these pieces equal, which is a big part of fractions, cutting into equal pieces. Also, I can take this example from table 6 and then share it with all the other tables to show how they did complete it in equal pieces and shade it in just 1/6, showing the fraction 1/6. This is the last slide in the presentation, and it shows the teacher view of the slide. At the bottom, you see the teacher view of the slides that you can present to the students, but also the students see just the slide that says thank you with the picture of the pizza and the little guy eating the pizza and the fractions. To get out of the presentation, you just click on My Library or Home, and this box pops up, and you press no or yes, and then this takes you out of the presentation. The students also see the same pop-up box at the end to let them get out of the presentation as well.